As you know, the March of Dimes is its volunteers. You have given so much of your time and energy over the past years, and we thank you for that. March of Dimes has also benefited countless individuals and families across this nation and in our very community. I am proud to say that I am one of those beneficiaries. Sadly, before I was born, my parents lost 3 children. And when I was born, I myself was born 6 weeks premature, 3.5 pounds. I suffered from respiratory distress syndrome, and I had holes in my lungs simply because I did not develop appropriately. But when I was born, I benefited from the services of the neonatal intensive care unit. I was born too soon for some March of Dimes funded breakthroughs, such as surfactant therapy. But like I said, I was born just in time for the neonatal intensive care unit. I was watched by doctors and nurses who monitored my ups and downs and were there to make sure that I got to go home. Indeed, the March of Dimes has benefited countless families, and it has been through your help, through your dedication. Please join me as we hear from some other families who have been impacted by the March of Dimes right here.
Hi, my name is Michael Carey. In 1995, I served as the March of Dimes ambassador here in Ocala, Florida. In 1984, I was born with a birth defect. I was missing my fibula in the left leg. I spent the first month of my life diagnosed with meningitis in the hospital here in Ocala, and it was through the research of March of Dimes that they were able to help me and get me onto the road to recovery. I'm 26 years old now, married, living a full life, and enjoying myself in the city that I grew up in. So remember, the miracles and the work that March of Dimes has done for me and all the other kids here can never be matched. So please continue to support and stay with it. Thank you.
My name is Michael Tulip. I'm 15, I'm a high school freshman, and this is my little brother John Paul Tulip. He's 6. I was born 8 weeks early, weighing 5 pounds. When I was born, I wasn't breathing and I was blue. When I was 9, John Paul was born prematurely as well. A nurse would used to sneak him out to me in the middle of the night because I wasn't allowed to see him. The only way I could see him was through a window. Each year I've raised over $1,000 for the March of Dimes, and it's important to me to give something back to the organization that saved my life and my brother's life.
Thank you, March of Dimes, for saving the babies.
Hello, my name is Paul Bruce, and this is my wife Renee Bruce. Our son Gavin Edward Bruce was born in August of 2005 with a congenital diaphragmatic hernia.
We're here to talk about the wonderful support that we got from the March of Dimes.
We never would have thought we would have had a baby born with a birth defect, but all the help and all the care that we received as a part of our son's treatment really made a difference.
Our son Gavin was on earth for a short time, but not only did he touch a lot of people's lives and has become an angel to a lot of people. With his memory, we continue to raise money for the future of our babies.
Our son Gavin would have been 5 years old this past August, and we still celebrate his birthday every year with the rest of the family. We hope through the continued support and research of the March of Dimes that families and babies in the future won't have to go through the things that we did.
But we appreciate everything that we experienced because we know that we were chosen to deal with this situation to help the future of other babies.
Hi, my name is Debbie Wright, and my story with March of Dimes started in November of 2005 when Jada Brumby came into this world at 31.5 weeks, 3 pounds and 1 ounce. Jada was born with a birth defect, Bacterial syndrome, where everything in her midline was present internally but not connected. 22 surgeries later, Jada is still here with us, and she's 5 years old, and she has a baby sister that's healthy. However, when Jada was in the NICU unit, she became the ambassador for Marion County. At that time, we were introduced to March of Dimes Our knowledge as a family of what the March of Dimes was before that was just that it was an instrumental in creating a cure for polio. But when Jada became the ambassador, we know now what March of Dimes is all about. It's about changing lives, one baby at a time. Through the research that March of Dimes helped, is why Jada's here today. They reached out and touched us in time of a need. They helped Jada's mom with parking, paying $3 a day for 3 months so Christy could be there with her baby. They gave her lunch every day so she could be there with her baby. Those are things that March of Dimes does to make a difference through ways that people don't even know. We became very involved with March of Dimes because of the difference they made in our lives. My oldest daughter, Amanda, saw the difference, so she became very involved with the March of Dimes in Alachua County. She did her internship there so she could get her master's degree. She now lives in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and she is involved with the March of Dimes there. See, March of Dimes does make a difference. They do many things behind the scenes to make a difference one baby at a time. I would encourage everyone to make a difference as much as you can.
Hi, I'm Brianne Inman.
I'm Scott, and this is Addison, our 2-year-old.
And 2 weeks ago, our life dramatically changed. I was 31 weeks pregnant, and I went for a routine check at the doctor's office, and my protein in my urine was really high, and I had had preeclampsia with Addison, so I was very concerned. I ended up going to MRMC, and they found out I had kidney failure, and I was having liver failure, and I was sent by ambulance that night to Shands. And the next morning they decided to take my son, and he was born September 21st. That was 2 weeks ago, and we have a picture of him. And that's the only picture I saw of him. I didn't get to go actually see him for, over 28 hours. I didn't get to hold him for 6 days. He was on a ventilator. He actually had a collapsed lung. He couldn't breathe on his own. They ended up putting surfactant in his lungs 3 different times. On the 3rd time, the doctor said, "Mrs. Inman, this is the last time we can put surfactant in his lungs." And thankfully it worked. March of Dimes has done a lot of research, and they're the reasons that surfactant was even able to be put in his lungs, and it helped him tremendously. He actually is breathing on his own now. A couple days ago he was moved to the NICU 2 from the NICU 3, and he's doing significantly better. He had numerous things wrong with him, and he's just progressed wonderfully. And his name is Asher, and we hope to bring him home soon, probably not for another month. He has a lot of milestones to still reach, but he's doing great, and thanks to March of Dimes, he's breathing on his own, and we can't wait to have him home with us.
Are you done?
It has often been said that greatness is born out of challenging times, and the March of Dimes is no exception. In the 1930s, as polio and the Great Depression were ravaging this nation, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a man who had been crippled by polio himself, unable to walk unaided, wanted to put an end to polio's reign. In the depths of the Depression, Franklin Roosevelt asked every American to send him a dime, and they did. In a few short years, those dimes turned to dollars, those dollars to research, and on April 12, 1955, a young scientist by the name of Jonas Salk stood on the steps of the University of Michigan and declared his Salk polio vaccine safe, potent, and effective. On that date, the March of Dimes changed its mission to the mission that we continue with today. We look forward to the day when every baby is born healthy and happy, just as Franklin Roosevelt did so long ago when he started the March of Dimes. We look forward to the day when infant mortality is no more, when birth defects are no more, when prematurity is no more. We cannot do it alone, though. You have been with us every step of the way. Volunteers, you have given your time and your energy so generously, and we know that you will continue to be with us until the day that every baby is born healthy and happy. The March of Dimes is an organization of hope, an organization that gives hope to families, to mothers and fathers, to grandmothers and grandfathers. An organization that is comprised of you. Without you, we are nothing. We thank you for what you have given us in the past. We thank you for what you have given us tonight, and we look forward to continuing our journey and look forward to that day when every baby is born healthy and happy.